So, Coda.
I still have much to.
He's welcome to come collect.
Look, it's me. Okay, so today is just really going over the gameplay mechanics, things that you might have done wrong that you could just kind of go over, things that could have been preventable, like deaths and stuff. I'll probably go over all 5 games, I believe, but mainly the losses. I do want to say here, when it comes to your DPS, you see you have a Genji and a Reaper. You want to really decide who to pocket, as your main focus as a Mercy is to pocket your DPS, and make sure your DPS are at least over half HP at all times. Right now, between the Genji and the Reaper, so the Reaper's over here on fire, so I understand the pocket on him right now. But your Genji is also over here on fire, so, but he's near our health pack, so it's not too much to worry about. But as of right now, who do you think you get the most value out of? Would it be the Reaper, who's unable to get into the fight, or the Genji? As I am currently right here, I could have helped the Reaper, while you went and pocketed the Genji, but that's okay, because it worked out. And you always want to make sure that after maybe not even full health, but like majority of their health, you're making sure you switch to that blue beam. And like I said when we were playing this game, you want to be sure you're not putting your beam on your tank, unless your second support isn't healing them and they're in your tank is on like a dire situation where they like need it. Try not to heal your tank too much, because that is stealing ult charge from your main heals. Main heals would be like Ana, Moira, Bap, Kiriko, all of their ults that really help boost your team. It's like they're very what's the word? Beneficial, and you don't want to steal that ult charge, because as someone who does play on it, it is very painful when your second support steals your ult charge, because Nano is a very powerful ult. As for right here, you went to go around to res Fen. It probably would have been better to just back off the fight, seeing as your Ram was about to die anyways, and your team was gone already.
I must return to my post.
Just a simple, preventable thing. Common mistakes like this happen, but it's alright. Pocketing your Reaper. Okay, my death right there was very preventable. I shouldn't have done it.
Thank you.
Make sure you're pocketing your DPS that go into fights, as well as that death was kind of unavoidable. You were behind cover and he just kind of walked out to get you.
Ich sollte schnell zurück.
We must capture this
Don't forget that you can use Valk whenever. Don't be afraid to use your Valk to initiate team fights, to really help your team push and get in there. And in kind of situations like these, you want to like play high ground, maybe like being up on that ledge, because instead of walking here where you can just, this Reinhardt can just easily just fire strike right here, You could be up here because the Mercy beam length is 15 meters. You can easily have your beam on Fen right up here too. What the fuck? He's missing his legs. I'm sorry. Okay. Good Valk here. It helps your team a lot, but you really... Your Genji ended up dying to nade because you didn't help him there. And you gotta play a little bit more in a safe cover zone. So instead of playing on that side, I would have suggested playing on the right side instead of the left side. Remember not to heal your tank if your Ana is got it. Only in dire situations. You really don't want to be pocketing your tank. Or going up that far with your tank, really. You should be behind your tank at all times and closer to your second support. As Anas are gonna need, healing. Okay. That was really preventable. Because if you really think about it, hold on. So, they're chasing you right here. You remember, this is their side, so they have this spot to come from, and right here to come from. So they can easily just, kill you right here. Because you're just kinda chilling here with your tank. As the Ashe, the Mercy, and the Cassidy come around this corner. And that's just free bob for them, which bumps you up and gets you killed immediately. And that's when Fen gets in here and gets a 3-4k and ends up dying to Bob. That death could have been preventable. If you did end up staying alive instead of getting killed by the Bob, you could have kept Fen alive. As I don't know what I was doing. I think I couldn't see Fen when he was there. But it was a very preventable death. It's just unfortunate, so.
I am on fire.
Pocketing your Ashe, which is a good choice. Pocket Ashe is really, really good. But if she's not so much into the fight, you want to pocket your Reaper, who is in the fight. Don't worry about your tank, your Reaper died for that. Watching for that Ashe is a really good idea. Play corners during enemy ults. Pocketing your tank there was a good choice, as my healing alone wouldn't have been able to keep him up, but the full pocket on that was not the best idea.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
A mother's
let's
work
fast forward
is
this.
never done.
Tell Jack to stop chasing me.
I have. He wouldn't listen.
Isn't that just like him?
Alright, fast forward to when you guys get into the fight. Pocketing your Ashe, really good choice. Ignore your backlines, because there's 3 of us there. We got it. Good choice on not pocketing your tank right there.
Your efforts will be rewarded.
You really want to avoid guardian angeling when you're that close to the fight, your best choice is to be not just away from the fight, but try to be at max meter range and playing corners, especially when they have hit skin like that.
Healthy body, healthy mind. Get in there, Bob.
Go straight to your Ash.
Be uplifted. Direction. Not again.
Return to pieces.
Healing stream connected. Supplying damage increase.
You won't regret.
I wouldn't say pocket Ana. I mean, it worked out because we still won the fight, but pocketing your DPS would have been much better.
How are you? Coming up. Feeling more powerful?
Keep that beam on either Gash at whoa, Ash or Genji.
Right by you. This will help you.
You can Valkyrie to let us play more aggressively. If I learned anything, it's to not second guess your Valk. You can use Valk to play pretty aggressively. And when you're rezzing like that, okay. I'll have to go over Mercy settings with you at some point, but I do want to make note that if you have crouch not on toggle crouch, it will definitely help your Guardian Angel a lot so that you're not double pressing buttons. If you are, I'm not saying you are, but if you are, it'll help with that, because that res that you helped me with, or that you got with on me, would have been, you probably would have taken a lot less damage if you had just, yeah, that death was also pretty preventable. You were standing right in the blizzard, unfortunately.
My skills are still needed. I am here to support.
The best part about Mercy's kit is when it comes to blizzard, if you just fly straight through it, you won't get frozen.
Supplying damage increase. Let me tend to that. Taking damage.
As for the pocket on the Genji there, it was a little dangerous to kind of do there. That's a nice route. Make sure you're taking care of your DPS.
Do your thing, Genji. Get them off me.
Don't be looking at the tank. A lot of the mistakes I'm seeing are small mistakes that can easily be fixed.
You owe me for that.
I know I am looking at it from a higher level perspective, and as I've also been coached a little bit here about playing Mercy and stuff. And I know that in some situations that it's harder to see those.
Feeling more powerful?
You don't also get any ult charge for healing Bob, and it's not really beneficial to heal Bob, so I would have stayed just behind cover and played cover to either like pocket Bob or something. That death would have been pretty avoidable if you had done so.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle.
We will be the lightning that rises the storm.
Just another day in the office.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Angel at your shoulder.
Pocket it soldier would be best idea here, which I see is what you're going for. Leave your tank alone. Focus on your DPS. Unless I'm like, unless you see me avidly struggling or I'm dead, focus on the squishies, aka your DPS. Like, Fen was pretty low here. Make sure you're playing cover and watching, keeping your pocket target in LOS. It'll help massively. It wasn't a bad idea to res there, but seeing as the team was already kind of dead, remember to flick heal beam. That was also pretty preventable. Oops. As I said, most of the team was dead, so it probably would have been a better idea to back up, or maybe the death was okay, because you guys were able to regroup. I don't know why your Ram is standing still. Unfortunate for him. Thank God Fen was there to save you. Mercy got a free res, unfortunately. That was unfortunate. Always play your corners. Always play your corners.
Zeit für einen neuen Plan.
Nano boost administered.
Might of the cyclones.
A Valkyrie would be nice. I don't. Did you Valk? No, you didn't. I would have said Valk would be nice, but then I just realized our Rim got booted off the edge. That was my fault. Yeah, overall, that was just kind of an unfortunate game. Our Ram was a little weird. Like I said, small mistakes, easily fixable, but you did pretty well. I will go over probably Numbani, and then maybe Havana, and then that'll be... And then from there, I'll kind of decide.
Traveling to Numbani. Ready for battle.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Wasn't their Widow kind of feisty though?
So
I believe so.
into my web.
Scanning. Yes, this is a place.
Look at us go. Look at me, I'm so cute. I'm so cute. Oh. That's not the point of this video. Hi, welcome to I'm your team manager and I take things not very seriously. All the time.
Attackers incoming.
Alright.
Objective
Gold gun for Anna, love to see it. Okay. They do have Widow. Not the best idea to challenge her. Yeah, you're an Anna, but it's once again not the best idea.
I keep you up.
I have you.
Getting drowsy.
Corners. Corners. Avoidable. Very avoidable. Okay, so safer play here, especially being in this room. You put your back to the enemy. Especially with the doors here. Their whole enemy team has sights on you. So it would have probably been safer to play at the angle that I was here at and heal your May from there. Luckily, I was able to get you out of there for the most part. But then you just kind of backed yourself into a corner right here, and that's what got you killed, unfortunately.
The name's
I
Curse.
won't give in. Covering you.
A sniper is nearby. Take cover.
Unfortunate for our Kree there. Always watch for Widow, don't challenge her. That's kind of my fault the Ram died. Don't challenge Widow.
I won't let you fall.
That is new.
Say it.
That's unfortunate. We weren't also playing for the safe from the safest angle there. Anna's really taking corners and making sure that you're out of an enemy LOS while keeping your teammates in your LOS. Love to see that you're healing, but you gotta remember they do have a Widow, so you gotta watch out the LOS there, especially on that high ground.
The numbers do not favor us.
Great minds are always persecuted.
My tree is gone. Find cover.
Receive my aid.
Fading over to the side with all your teammates on would have been the best decision there. It would have prevented you from getting hit and having to back up, which caused Fen there to die. I believe we got held here for quite a while, unfortunately.
I've dealt with cynics before. A cure for all the tales. Such grievous wounds.
When it comes to healing, she does do a burst healing.
Hello.
So you can just spritz them once and then do a little bit of damage, spritz them again, and then that way you're not dumping about half of your healing into them and don't have to DPS as much.
Taking the point. Who is up for a challenge?
60 seconds.
Careful. We are outnumbered.
Yeah, I believe
Receive my aid.
Step right.
a coalescence there would have been great. Yeah, a coalescence would have been great there. It would have saved your Zarya.
A cure for all the tales. Hello there.
30 seconds remaining.
There's no time to lose. Attack!
Alright. Seeing as your team's coming up on 3 ults and they are coming up on 4, it'd be the best idea to bait out the tree, get the tree shredded so that they only have mana. Fortunately, we get the taken care of. Coalescence? Coalescence? No cool? When did you use Coalescence? Huh. Yeah, Coalescence probably would have been a lot helpful there. No, actually, maybe it's okay that you saved it. But they know definitely for sure that you have it.
Receive my aid.
I don't know. Me personally, I would have Coalescence there.
Careful, we're outnumbered.
Yeah, their widow was feisty.
With the payload, Bugamish. A sip for the party.
You probably didn't need to waste the cooldown there. That would be a nasty Coalescence, actually, because they're pretty low out there.
The payload moves towards our desired outcome.
Got a burr in your side.
Физкульт, привет.
Hello there.
Yes. Hi. The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Bad guys. Take them out.
Cure for all the jails. You're slipping away.
Challenging the monkey is not the best idea, and I believe your heals don't go through shields, so trying to heal it would have been a lot better if you would Coalescence there. As a main support, even as an off support like Mercy and stuff, you really wanna focus and make sure that your second support is being healed and kept up, because your second support is really what's keeping maybe your DPS alive, because your main goal as a main support is to keep your tank alive.
Enemy contact.
I require assistance.
Actually, I'll just do these two. Overall, you played pretty well. There's just a few mistakes that are pretty coachable, I'd say, that I could help you out with, especially as a support player myself. You have been holding Coalescence for a long time. That was a long time to hold Coalescence. Overall, don't overthink your ults. Make sure to keep an eye on who your second support is. So like if it's a Zen or something, you really want to focus healing on your tank, because your tank is a very vital part of your team, as well as the DPS, but you just got to make sure that your tank's up too. Overall, that's all I have. If you have any questions, you could just DM me or anything. I'll get to you the moment I can.